Hey folks, Justin here from the Leonidas Knives and Gear channel. I hope you're doing well out there. I have another hobby related video for you all today. Got a pretty busy tabletop right in front of me, but before I get into that, I wanted to give a quick shout out to GAHHLERI airbrushes. It's kind of my go-to brand for airbrushing. I've done a couple reviews for them and I'm really impressed by their products. So in the description box, I have an affiliate link and a discount code. I think it's like 10%. So if you're interested, please check it out. Now, I'm focusing on talking about BattleTech, some of the minis and some of the terrain I've been working on. But before I do that, I wanted to mention how I got into all this. And I got to go back to MechWarrior Whiz Kids. I think this is part of, I forget which series. I always want to say Dark Age, but there were several series, I believe, in that. And pretty large minis. This is an Atlas. I think the scale is about 35 millimeter. And then now onto BattleTech, since that's been discontinued. BattleTech is, I believe, about 28 millimeters, so a little bit more compact. And, you know, they both look good and they're both fun games, but, you know, they certainly have their differences. So what I've got going on here is the minis that I have ready. I got together 2 lances and, you know, got them all painted up and ready to go. And the first one here I did around Halloween of 2024, kind of that theme. Almost like a goblin or orc paint scheme. And then I did I call it like a zombie type, but I really like the way it turned out, pretty unique. I split the lance 50-50, you know, I did 2 mechs, the same type thing, and the other 2, you know, similar as well. And I haven't seen anybody do that. I understand some folks may not be too keen on that, but I thought it'd be fun to give it a shot. I've got a huntsman there, a rifleman, a shadow cat, and then the big guy here, that's a dire wolf. And then I actually 3D printed this base. I think I purchased this file from someone on, it was a Colts 3D, and then I went ahead and kind of gave like a grungy, almost like a hangar bay type washed out paint job. I really like it. And then the other lance, I finished this up a little bit more recently. I kind of wanted to make it a little bit more down to earth, so to speak, kind of like a forest and highland type theme. And then I've got a Centurion, and this, it's a Thunderbolt. I think it's a custom, like a resin print I got from someone on eBay. And then the larger here is a Thor. And then the far right, there is a Wolverine. I think that is also a custom one. But yeah, this is another 50-50 split lance. I think it's kind of neat, you know, kind of having, maybe they could, you know, pair up or something like that in the field. And again, this base was printed by me for display and painted, and I really like it. Now on to some of the terrain pieces. Here's a handful that I printed these as well and painted them up. I know some of these, the rocky terrain, I've got a set available on my Etsy store. I'll put a link for that as well. So I've got like that, yeah, they got the rocky base. I call this kind of like a swamp theme, and kind of like some bombed out ruins, like a bombed out, maybe part of like an air base or something like that, and then like a dry creek. And I really like that kind of, you know, sort of a diverse bit of hex terrain pieces. And then I've got a couple raised hexes that I don't know if I'm going to make some larger ones. I just thought I would do these for fun, you know, kind of get some height and depth to the battlefield. Now here's something interesting. I have a, I guess this would be from Catalyst Games. This is actually a pre-painted mini. I think it is in Orion. I don't know if they've done any more. It's actually not really bad at all. I mean, it's the detail is really good. I've definitely seen people, not myself, but I've seen other folks out there paint minis that certainly look better than that. But coming, you know, out of the factory, ready to go, that's not bad. Actually, the little the mech bay here is one I 3D printed and painted up myself. I've thought about putting that in the Etsy store. I have not yet. It's quite a bit of work with all the various pieces, but I really like how it turned out. And then my latest project, I wanted to get some support vehicles. So I got these, some more custom resin Warrior helicopters, and they turned out really nice. I printed these bases, and those are, yep, those are Lego transparent antennas. Pretty dang neat. And those are almost done, they're primed. And then I'll have those painted in the next week or so, and they'll be good to go. And the cards, I think this is split up from an Alpha Strike support deck, which I just need to go ahead and purchase a support deck and then maybe get, you know, I do have a few tanks on the way, so that should be fun. But that's pretty much what I've got going. I have a starter set for BattleTech. I've got a couple maps. So yeah, I'm just about ready to get rolling. So folks, if you enjoyed the video, hey, give me a thumbs up, drop me some comments in there, and please subscribe. Thank you for your time.